If you've been keeping up with me, then you already know that I've been on a mission to see how long it's going to take me to get to the Benable payout. And so if you haven't discovered what that is yet, it's currently $80. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit less. Not saying that it's unachievable, but let's just say I think $50 would be reasonable. Not that I need it, but I think seeing a lot of people express their sentiments behind the payout being steep, $50 seems kind of reasonable. So with that said, let's jump into things. This video is for people who want to test this out and join along with me. Most likely you already have created some lists or just want to jump back into things if you've taken a break, taken a little sabbatical like I did, and you may have already had some extra cash in your bank, but you actually want to find something that will work toward getting you a higher payout and sooner. So with that said, if that sounds like you, if you've kind of sort of already tried Benable out, was unsure, and you want some motivation and someone to tag along with to create more lists, you have this opportunity to join me and just take your time creating lists. My goal is to do at least 5 lists for the month of April going into May, and we will see how long it will take me to not only get my list indexed, but also index on Google, but also optimize, as well as getting closer to the payout. Since I've already mentioned that I currently have $50 in my bank currently, my goal is to add the 80 on top of what I have, and I want to see how long it's going to take. So this is videos for people who have already been established with Benable. You want to jump back into the swing of things, and if you're new and you just want to try regardless, Benable is free to join. It's for creators, regular everyday people, as well as influencers to recommend the products and services that they enjoy and have access to over 35,000 brands where you have the opportunity to receive cash back on those earnings through this system called affiliate marketing. Now, if you want to know more detail about that, everybody already knows the routine, but I'm going to invite you to check out this video up here to get more details on what that's like. And if you want to just jump right in, you can click the link below, and I will have it in the description box, the show notes below, or if also as well as in the comments for you to jump right into things. And you can use my invite code 6B4W7 and you'll learn more details there. Also, this video would be for the person who wants to do things not off the whim, but a person who just wants to create and have the chance to get a little extra cash back, not because you're on a get rich quick motto, but because you genuinely enjoy creating and recommending things. And especially if you're a person who someone's always asking for the best recommendation with XYZ besides AI. So I'll be creating at least 5 lists. I've already mentioned creating 1 so far, on the brink of 2, but in today's video we will be focused on a baby shower list. Mostly because that is one list that I can create based on the category that they already have posted on the dashboard with their categories next to the trending tab. Now, you don't have to do this. You can create any list that jumps off the top of your head. But if you want to carry along with what I'm doing, you can start your own baby list as well, especially if you know that you frequently are invited to baby showers. So we're going to create our first list, and I am going to share my screen. So we already have baby and kids as a category. So in this case, I'm going to go to my profile and start a new list. The good thing about it is this list is already going to be unlisted. So that means that no one knows what you currently have going on. And as previously mentioned, I'm creating my list based off of a system that keeps things easy and seamless for me, especially when it comes to keyword search that will not only help me get optimized, but also help me get a better chance at being indexed via Google based on Benable's tips in order to get your list indexed. And I've already shared that before. We should already be familiar with that. And if you're not, basically you will join Benable, and Benable will share with you tips on how to make your list and improve your list better. So the three things that I would recommend just off the top of things is make sure you have an interesting title for people to be interested in. Not only that, you want to have quality description. So not something that's just generic, not something that sounds robotic, something AI could easily put together for you. You want to make sure you sound personable and interesting enough to where it sounds authentic and original. Also, make sure you have quality photos. Those three things: quality photo, great description within your notes, and a nice title that would be interesting enough in order for someone to want to click. Usually, Benable does the work for you to make things fairly easy to work with. So just stay true to yourself, and we'll jump into the first title for our list. And I'm just going to keep it simple right now and do baby shower. Another tip that I'm going to jump ahead and say is kind of sort of think about what you already want to say in your list. Already have that programmed in your mind, and have a written list down or put it on your phone, have it on your computer in one of your notes so that it's easy to click and drop in. So my list title is going to be a little lengthy. I'm going to have it based on the baby shower, but I'm going to have it start by saying baby shower, the gifts that makes parents say thanks. That came in handy. Forget punctuation. We're just starting the list. We're just starting the list, right? The cool thing about it is sometimes based on what you're talking about, Benable will already have an icon or a photo to get you started with the intention of your list. So I'm going to jump into the description. I'm going to say these are gifts that I like to buy for baby showers. Especially gender neutral parties, showers. The types of gifts that they can make use of after the baby grows out of infancy. So this came off the top of my head. I had it written down, I had it pre-written, and I know most likely I will change that. Sometimes I get too proper, and that's just me. I'm comfortable with how I talk, but sometimes I feel like, Ken's, you doing too much. All right, the first section that comes to mind. We're going to do 3 sections. The goal is to get you started, get an idea for you to join along with me, and then I'll take a pause, see how long it's going to take for the list to potentially get optimized. So I don't know what is going to happen when I put it in there. I may get near optimized. I may get optimized. I may get nothing. The goal also is to have at least 10 to 15. That's another important tip. Have at least 10 to 15 recommendations within your list. But we're going to section them by category within the list. So the first thing that I have in mind is safety, but I'll probably rearrange the section later. Safety, and I'm going to say for baby and also for mom. Now, I am going to shift this around and have these categories put for baby, for safety, and for mom, because the first person that comes to mind is the baby when you think about gift giving. And what I will essentially put for now, I'm going to leave the descriptions empty. And what I'm going to do is make sure I... Excuse me. Y'all. Excuse me. All right, so now I'm going to jump to answer the public, because I want to know what keywords people are using. to search for baby showers. Now, I just did a random check, really quick, little small sidebar. So I was like, you know what? I wonder, because I personally feel like it seems like baby showers are out the woozah when it's like March and April, excuse me, April, May, maybe June, right? And then I decided to ask not chat, excuse me, I asked Google how, like, what's the popular month for baby showers? And you would think that's kind of like odd, but no, because if you happen to search what's the most popular birth month, especially in the country you're in, I'm currently obviously in the United States, and it said the range and the most popular birthdays are around August and September, maybe June. What was it? June to September. Is it? I forgot because I asked early this morning. June, no, July through September. And then it typically said the month or the weeks, excuse me. Well, yeah, the weeks or months, I'm going to go based off of months, that people normally host their baby showers is between month 6 and month 8. So if you backtrack, that falls a line sometime in May. June, right? So if you do May and you got August, that's 3 months. 2 months from that would be May, June, July. Or if you do June, August, September. So between month 6 and month 8. Did you need to know that? No, not really. But so in my mind, I like reverse engineered, and it made sense because I feel like the springtime is when a lot of the baby showers take place. So let's just type in baby shower, and let's see what answer the public picks up, because we're going to use some of those keywords. We're going to remember some of those keywords to add into your list. Now, this wheel is huge. Why baby shower is important, baby shower done, baby shower, and that's just social media topics, right? So you have AI models, search engines, and shopping. Let's see, winner by baby shower game, and that makes sense. Super wide baby shower, baby shower themes for boys. What are the best online stores for unique baby shower gifts? So I guess I could say that, right? Unique baby shower gifts would fall in my category per se, because the objective is to not get typical things per se. Although I think all baby shower gifts are typical. Baby shower on a budget, where to find unique baby shower favors, etc., etc. All right, cool. Let's go to search engine because that's going to fall in line with Google. So we want to kind of sort of talk Google's language. Let's see, who pays baby shower? Ooh, this is cool. This sounds like questions that are like quiet searches for people who might be. Never mind, that's a conversation for another day. All right, let's do shopping first before we do search engine. Where the wild things are baby shower? I don't know what the hell that is. What baby shower games? Some of them. Guess how many baby shower games? Guess there's super wide. Where wild things are. Where do I find baby shower registries? All right, cool. So here's one thing on the list. I was going to create a registry. So because I already had that written on my little paper here for me to work with. So as far as registry, let me just add that into registry ideas. That could help mom, and I'll put this part for moms, for future moms to take advantage of, right? Because I've personally helped some friends to figure out where they wanted to have their baby shower registry. Now, of course, at that time, it was typical big retail spot, stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much the deets on that. So let's do that, right? I'm going to plug in Target registry only because I used to be big on Target when it came to baby shower gifts. I don't shop Target. I rarely shop Target, but when I shopped Target, it was for baby shower stuff. So I'm going to plug this in because I know they had that. So we're going to take that out, gift registry and wish list Target. And I am going to remove these photos and just leave that one here to keep it cute. And I'm going to rearrange because you kind of sort of want to make the list, your title, your own. So I'm going to say Target registry and wish list. Add a note. Set up your registry for the Target shoppers, right? Confirm. And I am using the keyword search via the actual platform, which makes things so easy. If I happen to be on mobile, I would just plug and play or plug and drop in. If I was on my tablet, I would definitely take advantage of the plugin as well as on my laptop or computer. So I'm going to also throw in Amazon baby registry. And it's super easy to find your friends. I've had many co-workers who use the baby registry for Amazon. So we'll keep that like that. And like Tabitha Brown says, like that, like so. Right? Super convenient when I shopped for my coworkers. I liked that I can send in advance and anonymously, because I don't know how to spell sometimes. Boom, confirm, right? Of course, Walmart. 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 Oh, I gotta love hate for Walmart baby registry. Walmart just makes me. Walmart has always given me the ick, but I will shop there before I shop at Target. Baby registry. And I would honestly shop at Walmart often too, I'm not gonna lie, for baby stuff as well. I usually grab the diapers from there. It was usually affordable. Let's just use this yeah, because that has a Walmart thing right there. Okay. And then I'm going to plug in this came in handy when this came in handy for the Walmart shoppers. Confirm, right? And then I also like Carter's baby, but I'm not sure if they had a registry. It would make sense. Carter's flip flap flippity flying frog. I'm trying not to curse, y'all. Love the shopping at Carter's in the Tanger outlets. Confirm. Right, so that makes things super easy. I don't like that photo, y'all. Edit. I don't like that. We don't have a Carter's. Ugh, we don't have a Carter's. Okay, so if I wanted to be extra, I would find a photo for Carter's. But right now, we don't have the time. We want to be conscious. Now, here's the beautiful thing about it. All of those have affiliate links to them. All of those have affiliate links. So that's something easy you can do and have for the future. for helping your friends who want to host a baby shower. Okay, so also let's do for baby. So the first thing that comes to mind for me was the wipes. So I actually would like to, so since we, let's backtrack real quick. Since we've already covered a keyword from Answer the Public, which was baby registry, we can also do, let's go back, keyword search, baby gifts. Let's do a different keyword. So apparently the search volume is pretty low, but even if it's low, you may have a greater chance of getting items based on that recommended keyword. Another idea that I already have lined up was talking about baby shower gifts for guests. I have a little small story to share. I'm going to share another day with how interesting it was to create gift bags for the baby shower. So if you get caught up, if you just so happen to get caught up with needing answers and it didn't give you what you're looking for, because apparently you have 3 free chances to use their query and then that's it. And sometimes it acts funny. So we're going to use another site called Also Ask, which just so happens to be bought out by Answer the Public. But guess what? We're going to do baby gifts and see, come on, baby gifts, and see what it pulls up for us. And it automatically puts you in the United Kingdom. You can change to whatever country you're in. Obviously, I'm in the United States. So we're going to hit the search. And I believe you have as many free options to search and query as possible. So what's a good gift for someone having a baby? And then here's the thing, side note, if you're a content creator and you need listicle topics to talk about, this is a great source for you to answer questions to get the attention you need and to your direct audience. What's a typical push present? What's the traditional gift for a newborn? How much should I spend on a newborn gift? What newborn babies want? What do newborn babies want? These are so cute. What do you get for a mom for a newborn? Right? So let's see. Let's see what it pulls up for us. Y'all, it's so slow. It says, fetching live results. We're just going to say, these are so cute. So even if you might not find what you're looking for, you have something to work with. So let's carry on, because this is easy finds for newborns and older. I'm going to use the purple tab to just jump right into things, and I'm going to put wipe warmer Walmart. Let's see what it plugs up. So this automatically pulls up for me, but I need to double check to see what they are suggesting. So the thing is, when it comes to Benable, it's going to provide the main link to all of the suggested products that it will offer based on your query. So if you're familiar with one, you plug in. And then not only that, when you're choosing items, choose reasonable items, choose affordable items, choose items that are also going to be manageable for people to work with, especially in this economy. Sidebar. But what about the bottlenecks that you may encounter during this time frame, which is why I want to do this quick run, this little mini series, to see how much it will affect users like myself with potentially having a higher chance of reaching the minimum payout. So the number one thing is Benable is still fairly new in my opinion. When I joined a couple years ago, I had just discovered that it may have only been a couple years old. So people are still trying to get to know the app and see how well it works for them. Number two, the economy. I created another video talked about why that may be the reason for you not reaching the payout. So you can check out that video there just to have a little listening ear in the background if you want to learn more. And then just in general, the current economy prior to the current status of the war, before and present. So with that said, those are two bottlenecks that we may encounter with why people might be a little more mindful with how they spend their dollar. And you have people who are just willing and okay to spend. And either way, that's okay, because they are entrusting in your suggestion, your recommendation, to get whatever it is that is of their interest. So baby wipes. We have baby wipe warmers. I personally am familiar with the brand Johnson & Johnson, but we can just suggest one that is functional. So we have a $20 one here that we could recommend, or allow the link to do its job by just providing it for people to search from. So we can use these populated photos so that people can have a look at what's being recommended. Add a note. Perfect. This will always come in handy for everyday use and comfort. This also makes the late night changes much smoother. Smoother for parent and baby. Because who wants a cold wipe on their bottom in the wee hours of the morning when you're half asleep? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I don't even want that. Let's be a little playful. So I'm gonna do floor tiles for baby room, Amazon. And let's see what Amazon does. The affiliate link is already on. This gives an idea of what to choose from. These are not as attractive to me. I do like this propped photo here and here. Let's rearrange this here and then here. Let's make that a little more cohesive. And then my cousin still uses these tiles for his twins, and they're the cutest toddlers ever, watching Miss I forgot her name, the lady who does the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I'm not a parent, but I would be in the category of auntie who wants to make sure the kids are comfortable and enjoying themselves, right? So Miss, what's her name? Miss, I forgot her name. All right. Take that back. I'm gonna put this here. They're the cutest, tallest ever, watching Gracie's Corner. Because that's the other thing that comes to mind. Okay, I think it's Miss somebody. All right, and let's do for mom. So, oh wait, that plugged in safety. How that happened, I don't know, but it's easy. Perfect time to just segue. Plug this, drag and drop in the baby section. So I also want to double back and change the title. So we'll do that. Sometimes the Amazon icon will pop up and sometimes it won't. But it will take you directly to Amazon in that section. So safety. I am going to plug in magnet locks for cabinets. Home Depot. Super convenient and safety for the children. So I like the brand Safety, and this says first complete magnet locking system. I'm just going to take away this part here because we don't need all of that. We don't need that specific number, and I can plug that in the description. but I want to leave these visuals for perspective. We'll put this here, the code, and then magnets to make your home childproof. It plugged in for baby already, so I'm going to put that down in safety. Drag it down for safety here. Now, I want to actually go back to Walmart and type in something myself where I plug in outlet covers, baby. Let's see what it pulls up for me. Make this super convenient. Safety First plugs in is the popular brand, but if I wanted to choose, you have one with a lift, and that comes super convenient for parents. Now, the beautiful thing is I'm going to take advantage of the plug-in. I've purchased these often for baby shower gifts. That's the first thing that comes to mind. So it says Parent Core 4-pack outlet plugs. We're going to say childproof safety plug covers. I'm going to remove all of that and just show this feature here. So the flaps makes things accessible when without having to completely remove the cap. Done. Right? Now, here's the beautiful thing. If you haven't been familiar with the plugin, we will not automatically show. So you will have to refresh the page so that it pops up for you. And then for moms need a break even during the early stages for after birth. So the one thing, I will change these descriptions most likely, but the one thing that comes to mind that I think I'm going to do even more now for next year, not next year, for next time is plug in. Well, Answer the Public seems to provide it answers now. What gifts do new moms really want, right? I'm going to click on that and see what happens. Although it did not give me what I wanted the first time. So we're going to switch back, and I am going to automatically plug in, I'm going to do Groupon, right? Groupon, and let's just say for an example, you find a nail salon, Savannah, Georgia. Is going to plug in and you see what they have to offer. Groupon gift card. So you can do a Groupon gift card. You can do a gift card of any sort. Beauty and spas. You can give them you can gift them a gift card for a massage, a facial, things of that nature. But let's plug in gift card. Spa gift card. Let's see what pulls up. We got a Benable auto affiliate link, and then you can plug in using spafinder.com. And that's an example that you can do for mom. So I'm going to add a note. It says perfect I can't spell perfect. A perfect gift to honor mom and perfect gift to honor mom and have a moment to herself for a little R and R. I like the ampersand better. Right? And then you want to put that under for mom. Confirm. And it's Easy peasy. So I've currently 2 4s, 2 4 8 9. Let's just see if this list becomes optimized. Okay, let's see. So first you're going to get to take the hidden list off and make it public. And then you click on the note, and then let's see with a refresh if it happens to pop up with a optimized sign. So it doesn't look like that's the case in this moment, but that's okay. We do only have 9 items, and maybe that's one of the reasons why. And so what we're going to do is take it off of public and put it back on hidden to do more work. And then just take a look at everything so far and see what you want to add next. One thing I normally like to point out is that usually the lists call for 10 to 15 items. What I'd like to give a little more insight on is the way I create my list. If I'm going to do 10 to 15, that means that you're going to have about 3 sections with 5 items, or 5 sections with 3 items at most. I have noticed that there have been some lists that you actually find that has less than 10 recs and they are on the trending tab. But essentially, you want to make things enough to where the person views the list and has an enjoyable experience. Okay. All right, for the heck of it, we still are not ready, and because I also realized that we don't have at least 10 items, but I wanted to take a chance to see what would actually pop up. After the break, I realized that I don't have enough, so I'm going to add 2 more in, so that should put us at 11. 1 more for baby, 1 more for mom. So we're going to use this function here, which is for baby, which will be the potty training toilet. And let's see what it pulls up for me. So it's going to take me to Amazon. 3-in-1 toddler potty training toilet seat with steps, ladder, foldable. All of these are not that attractive to me. So I'm going to use this one here, right? That's not cute, but toilet seat with steps, ladder, toilet. Copy. Let's see what it says. Let's add a note. Let's just plug that in real quick. Paste, confirm. Let's see what it says, because I know it's just going to take me back most likely. So we have here, it is cute in yellow, although it had it in blue. Oh, that's her name, Miss Rachel, y'all. It's Miss Rachel. I could not get it together. Miss Rachel. Okay, I know she's making bank. Okay, anyway, so we're going to, so it took us directly here, one specific thing. So with that said, we'll go with it. Add. We'll save here. Seat steps with ladder. This seat comes with steps, ladder, and it's foldable. This seat comes with a step. And this is definitely something, definitely a gift a parent isn't thinking about while the bun is in the oven. Exclamation mark. Oven. There is no such thing as the oven. It will save here. Refresh. And then lastly, for mom, I want to plug in lymphatic drainage tool for body, which is going to be a brush or a spatula most likely. It's going to take us to Amazon. All right, this is not what I was looking for. I was looking more, see, and this is why you go and definitely pick or even be specific. So and this is the time consuming part. So I don't want this. I want something that is more holistic. Wood therapy massage tool. This is where my mind was taking me. Easy to plug in. Something that she would prefer to be gentler on herself. And it's manual. But at least that's a way that she can love her body more. For mom. The plug-in comes in super handy. Perfect for body sculpting and contouring. We'll leave this one just like that. Open this up a little bit more. Great for the moms who want to manually, I can't spell, manually get their bodies back to manually return to their desired figure. And I could zest it up. I could be extra and just speak like for the baddies who want to get their body right. But let's be real. I don't think moms are calling themselves baddies like that. But that's just me. Great for the moms who want to manually return their desire to their desired figure with body contouring. I can't flip and spell body contouring and sculpting. This is a gift that quietly helps them get back instead of saying, hey, here's a gym membership to Pilates. Or what about the shapers? Dress with shapers, things of that nature. You gift mom with. At least that's my opinion. So we're going to delete that and go from there. So we have 11 items. We're going to pause again and see how long it takes to optimize. And after 10 minutes, if it does not optimize, you know what to do. Just add more and be a little more specific and see where it takes you from there. Well, the verdict is nada. It's been 10 plus minutes and I have not gotten any indication for an optimized badge, near optimized badge. So it looks like I have a little more work to do. My goal is to have it based around 10 to 15 recs. I will probably do about 17, I think. And yeah, this is the reason why I suggest you have more than 10 to 15 because sometimes you just don't know. And anyway, with that said, if you have enjoyed creating a list with me so far, let me know your methods and what works for you. If you like using the tablet versus mobile versus desktop, or if it doesn't matter at all, you just want to put your regs in. And when it comes to baby lists, do you like creating baby shower lists or having baby shower related activities that you like to participate in? If you'd like to learn more on what my experience is like earning, so from the first 2 times I've had the opportunity to cash out, there's one video, it's called 1 Year Later. I'm going to share in that video what my experience has been like earning on the platform, which is very possible, like I said. And my earnings have outweighed more than the additional insights that I received by participating on the platform. So with that said, I appreciate you tagging along with me. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And mostly with this channel, it's going to cover the things that I like to do, the products and recommendations that I offer, and I share those things in more detail. But for right now, I'm going to track with this little mini series. So the next video is going to come soon, and this is video number 3 that'll be on the way when we are doing our journey to getting closer to an $80 payout. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the other side.